Welcome, everyone, to the second episode of Valdamere Swim Reviews. This was the most anticipated sequel since yesterday, and I can't wait to get right back into it. In case you guys didn't watch the first episode, this is just a series where I critique the swim practice that I just swam, and I sing its praises, or I will completely shit on it. It completely depends on the day. So, without further ado, let's get right on into today's practice. So, there may be something very obvious about this workout in particular. The warm-up is fucking huge, right? So, we start off warm-up, 1-200 on 3 minutes choice. Fine, right? Perfect. You know, I said in the last episode, I like my longer warm-ups, but I'll take a 200. But then 450s on 55 kick. Again, not terrible. Great time to go on. You know, I am perfectly happy with that. 8 times 25s on 40 seconds swim and glide. I actually really enjoyed this. Coach yelled at me because I wasn't gliding long enough, but then I did it and everything was all good again. So, again, great warm-up, right? Great warm-up so far. 1 minute equipment. She gives us 1 minute to put on equipment. You know what? Super happy about that. Super happy. 1-200 on 3 minutes pull. Okay, yeah. I mean, again, not bad. 825 on 30 seconds. Swim with paddles, low stroke count. It's not the worst thing in the world. You know, I will happily do that. But then she gives us no time to take our equipment off. So then when you're going into those 200s on 250 swim choice, you are so far behind the starting time that by the time you are done with the first 200, it feels like you're Goku getting jumped by turtles. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. I had no time personally to take off my equipment, and I know a lot of people in my lane struggled to take off their equipment and then make the interval. You know, a great job was done, particularly on the 1 minute equipment. I just don't see why we couldn't have had one here. I think that would have helped out a lot to help people hit that interval, but I'm not a coach, so I won't understand that. So warm-up, little controversial, really long, especially when you compare it to the main set. I think we swim more laps in warm-up than we do the main set. If not, it's pretty close. I would have to run numbers, and I don't feel like doing that. I just want to get this video out. So yeah, really not terrible. Really not terrible. I'm somewhat happy with it. Somewhat happy. But best believe a point will be taken off for this monstrosity. Point will be taken off. Main set, 475s on 110 build by 25. Love it. Except, it's a 75. I fucking hate 75s. They shouldn't exist. I don't know what smart aleck created the 75 as like a, oh, let's practice this, because they suck. I'm just going to be honest with you, 75 suck. They're redundant. Just make it 100 on 120, build by 25. I don't understand the point of swimming 75s. Just add an extra 25. Let's be honest with ourselves. 475s on a minute 5, 50 free, 25 non-free. Again, not terrible, except it's a 75. So yeah, that really pissed me off. I hate 75s. I would rather swim a 100 than a 75. They shouldn't exist. Then we got 850s on 55 seconds sprint. Sprint 25, get out fast, full stand, jump in, sprint. That is bar for bar what coach wrote in the instructions, right? We were essentially handed a script to do the 850s. Had us looking like we were in High School Musical getting ready to perform our big dance. But you know what? It was great. I really enjoyed it. 225s on a minute easy. So that's essentially like recovery. I didn't hate it. I really enjoyed it. It gave me time to cool down after the sprints and standing up and jumping in and then sprinting again. And then we got 830s on 120 turn work. Now, I'll never understand why people consider it a 30 and not just a 25 with a turn at the end. I would find that a lot easier. So 30 is just, you do a 25, then you flip turn, and you swim for 5 yards, right? And that 5 yards is really going to do a lot for you practice-wise. But you're given a minute 20. It's seen really easy. I don't hate it. In fact, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the 830s. I just find the number values redundant, and that pisses me off sometimes. And then you just dove in odds from the blocks, so it made it that much easier. And then cool down 4 100s on 125. Again, hittable. Really good cooldown. Really enjoyed it. I have nothing to say on this cooldown. It was enjoyable. So the grand total was 3,090 yards. I didn't add the yards at the end, but whatever. You all know what I mean. 3,090 yards. Now, what do I think? Overall, this practice was not bad. It wasn't bad. Except there are some things that I didn't like, right? You have the super long warm up. You have the 75s. I was blessed that there wasn't a underwater dolphin kick set, so there's something to look forward to. There's something to look up at and say, hey, I really succeeded there. But other than that, there's nothing really bad other than those things about it. Really easy practice, as you can see, 3,090. We're definitely getting ready to taper, so if you want my honest review, I would rate this a 7 out of 10. It's just, this set was made really silly. So that kind of pulls me away from it. I didn't like it as much as yesterday's practice. Yesterday's practice was really good. So it's not like a yardage thing. Yesterday had more yardage. So yeah, that's about it. 7 out of 10 from me. Would swim it again. Would I swim it in the off season? Probably not. If I would, I would fix these 75s and I would give myself time to take my equipment off here. But other than that, that's about it, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. I have morning practice at like 6:30 tomorrow, so I got to be in bed pretty soon. Peace out. Appreciate you all. You all loved my last video, so I hope you enjoy this one. Peace out.